Just got done raining out here. My seat is soaking wet. Is that Bam? Or is it your stomach?
No, it's Bam. Life is exhausting. Being a cute little pampered chihuahua. It's a rough life.
Look at my arm from the monitor.
Her nails aren't even long, which is crazy.
I know.
She has short nails from climbing.
Oh, if that was long nails, I'd be like stitches.
Bleeding. It's crazy.
Oh, Calla, you can't be here. All these dogs. So, let's see, updates. We should be getting the fencing for Angelus and Rexy's enclosures tomorrow. So that means this coming week we'll hopefully get both of those fenced off and the animals moved in. So that's really exciting. There is like a 2-week delay on the fence panels, which is just like infuriating. But it is what it is, you know. So we're glad to finally get that stuff in. We have Prickles' enclosure back there. That thing is looking really good. So that should be done, I think, tomorrow. So that's really...
But we won't be here.
That's true.
So Monday we'll move her in, which is exciting.
Yeah, still exciting. Why won't we be here? Are we talking about that or no?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I don't know. People are crazy. We're going to be going to the grand opening for the Legacy Aquarium in Michigan. So that'll be exciting. That was started by Brian Barczyk, who sadly passed away. We saw him right before he got the diagnosis and everything. So, but yeah, we'll be going to that. We'll be going with Savannah. It'll be exciting.
Hopefully. She's a little sick right now.
I'd be a real bummer if she doesn't go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff. We got a big shipment of whole prey in from Rodent Pro, so that's really exciting for us, you know. So that'll be good for feeding everybody. That's really good news.
Quite a few people wishing you a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, my birthday was yesterday, guys. We trimmed the pig hooves.
Yeah, that was fun. When is that video going out?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
It's uploading right now. So if you are a member, you'll be able to get early access to that video. It is currently uploading. Probably in like an hour or two, it should be done uploading. Takes a long time out here.
Somebody said hi from Mars.
Oh, wow. How's the reception out there?
Probably better than ours.
Probably. And yeah, you guys want to start hitting up some questions? You can comment and say where you're watching from. Hopefully a little closer than Mars.
Can you talk a little bit more about why whole prey helps MBD?
So basically the simple analogy is like, you know, like young kids, all they want to eat is like chicken nuggets, right? That's all they want to eat. And like, obviously if you only eat chicken nuggets and you're not eating your veggies, you know, you're not eating anything else, it's going to cause problems. So same thing with the animals, same thing with people. You cannot only eat one type of food all the time. So you got to have a variety in your diet. So if you're just feeding a reptile one specific kind of...
Like chicken breast with no bone.
Exactly, that's what I was getting at, yeah. So if they're eating their whole prey that has organs and bones and fur and you know, and all this kind of stuff, so they're getting a lot of different kind of nutrients. But if you're only eating like Abby said, like drumsticks or something like that, like that's not giving you all those different things. So you need whole prey for a proper diet for a carnivorous animal. And then also, well, that leads to MBD if you don't have a proper diet, and then also improper lighting, that kind of stuff. So all that comes together to create these problems. Yep. What else we got? What are some people saying they're watching from?
How strong are alligator tails?
The tails are very strong, but they don't use them offensively, right? So if an alligator is like attacking you, you don't care about the tail. It's not even a thought. It's literally not even a thought. You're worried about the teeth. You're worried about the part that's going to rip your arms off. Because I get that one a lot. People are like, oh, they're going to attack with their tail. They don't do that. And even if they did do that, who cares? Yeah, you're worried about the teeth and the jaws. You know, that's what matters there. Now, they will use the tail defensively, but not offensively. Again, they don't attack with it. But if you are, when we're trying to catch one and it feels cornered or anything like that, it'll rear up and it'll swing its tail, it'll whip its tail at you. And yeah, it's going to hurt. Again, you're worried about the teeth. That's what you're worried about.
How many snakes do we have?
7, I think, maybe. Yeah. Clover is just chewing on his arm.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, they're being good over. I just got hit with an acorn. Yeah, spider on me. Came with that acorn.
Have you been to Alligator Adventure in Myrtle Beach, and what are your thoughts on live feeding shows?
I've never been there.
Never even heard of that.
I've heard
live
of it.
Feeding shows? So what do they feed live?
I don't know if they do it or if they're just asking that as a separate question too. But I've never been there. But anyways, live feeding, no good. Don't do that. Animal abuse. Okay. Sorry, I'm very firm on that one. Like, they're the only animals I've ever had that need live feeding are animals that are eating insects anyways. You know, so that's the only thing that I've ever had. And I still feel bad for that. I still feel bad for crickets and mealworms, but that's the only thing I have ever worked with that you have to feed live for it to survive.
What about people importing animals that only eat live? And we shouldn't be importing those animals.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't be importing them to begin with.
Like, why are we
obviously.
importing animals to feed them as pets?
But we get a lot of questions about live feeding for the alligators, and
the only time I understand it, and I don't
we got a
like
mosquito
it,
right there.
is when an owl or a bird of prey or any animal is in a rehab facility and they need to make sure it can hunt on its own. Because sometimes you need to do that before you release an animal back into the wild. So,
yeah.
But other than that,
that's sad.
I think it's pretty similar to the people that get parrots and they're like, it won't eat anything but seeds and nuts. It's like, well, you're not trying hard enough. Yeah. Sometimes it takes months to convert them, but we've been able to convert every single one of our parrots to pellet or a seasonal feeding system.
We don't have any animals. Obviously, we wouldn't do that, and we don't have any animals that eat live here. But unfortunately, people like to do that, and there is no reason to other than the sick pleasure of the human. The animal doesn't need it. It doesn't make their lives better. Like, it's just, a lot of people are messed up in the head. They like to see other animals suffer, you know?
Oregon just sent you a Venmo.
Oh, thank you. Back up.
These live streams would be so much better if Gabby wasn't a weirdo about getting on camera.
What?
That makes me want to get on camera.
Yeah.
That definitely makes me want to be on camera.
That's kind of the opposite of whatever they're looking for there. So why doesn't Gabby get on camera?
Okay, wait, hold on. Rygar, you're a subscriber and you're making annoying comments? I don't understand. I ignored the first comment because I thought you were being sarcastic, but...
What about being on camera?
If you're this much of an idiot, I'm just going to block you. This is my point. Male vegan feels bad for feeding animals live insects. Because you have compassion?
What's the point?
I don't know.
Well, for one, I'm not vegan.
Well, the first comment was, this is what's wrong with the world, or something like that. Even though Chris is definitely bigger than you in every aspect. But, like, I don't understand why you're a subscriber and you're making comments like that. So, bye. Sorry, you lost one subscriber. Why do people pay to subscribe to troll?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I mean, I'll take their money, whatever.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? How do you want to say? Oh, man.
About what?
Well, there's a quote I saw recently about, I cannot remember what it was. It was a really good quote. Basically, putting together the thought that, like, empathy is seen as weakness. Empathy is strength. Compassion is strength. There's no other way to look at it. Having compassion for other living creatures is a strength, because not having compassion is easy. Lacking compassion is weakness. It is easy to lack compassion. It is easy to be selfish. It's very easy to be selfish, and it's very self-serving. It takes much more mental fortitude to think outside of your own microcosm, your own ego and arrogance, to think about how other things might perceive the world and how they might feel, and to also consider the fact that other things deserve respect and not just you. So again, it's about hubris, arrogance, and ego. And again, to have compassion and empathy takes strength. To not have those things is a sign of weakness.
There is a quote going around, like a TikTok video or something, and it's like, you think killing is hard? Try healing something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, from our point of view, you know how easy it is to pull a trigger? You know how hard it is to take an animal or a person who is in a really bad spot mentally or physically and bring them back to being healthy? That takes a million times more energy and more strength than it does to end something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Ocala doing? Ocala, what you doing over there? Come here, you look suspicious.
Looking for... So the other day, the guys are working on the new enclosure, and they had a part for our handyman Jeremiah. His mom's golf cart had a component, and he had it just in the back of his truck instead of a box, and Ocala stole it. And he's like, "Hey, have you seen that thing?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I found it over there, shredded up because of him." What are some of the comments and stuff? Well, you're smiling. I don't know what's happening. You got to tell me what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
One day I want you to be the moderator and like re-comment.
Why? Is it good? Is it bad?
I don't know. It's just...
I don't know what's going on.
let me see.
I wish we had a way to do this with like the camera and then like a TV screen so I could see it.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. So
remember when we did that podcast at the Reptarium and like you could see us, but then you could also see people coming in?
Yeah, but that wasn't...
That's more of like a stream, I guess.
I
don't know how to
maybe
do
that was
but...
Twitch.
Was it Twitch?
I don't know.
Tommy just sent a $20 super chat and said, "Love the channel."
Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate it.
Brett just sent a $2 super chat.
Thank you, Brett.
Do you watch any sports or play video games?
So I don't watch any sports. The only thing I'll do is like UFC, like highlight stuff. I like that. And then video games, we play video games every day. So we mainly play, basically the only thing we play is Apex Legends. So me and Gabby and some of our friends get on there, and that's usually, we're working the sanctuary all day, every day, usually until about 9:30 sometimes. And so like you get like 2 hours at night before bed where you get like time to yourself for once, and then we'll usually play, Apex or something. And we have friends over, which now that we're in the middle of nowhere doesn't happen often. But when I lived down south, we would have like game nights, and we'd all play Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and have a lot of fun. What else? What are people saying? Do people agree that empathy is a good thing, or people arguing, or?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
People agree.
What else?
Chris, do you still eat your egg, spinach, and barbecue wrap? And I think it had chickpeas too. Talk about a weird combination, man. Those are my words, not their words.
Oh,
it's a weird combination. Eggs with chickpeas?
Yeah, it's good. They're good. I like them. Yeah, that's what I make. Gabby makes almost all the meals, But like if I'm on my own to fend for myself, I'm either making a burrito with, again, eggs and chickpeas, and I put barbecue sauce. If we got some spinach, I'll put it in there. Or my more complicated dish I usually make is a bowl of cereal.
A lot of people commenting about me not wanting to be on the camera. So the reason I don't want to be on camera is because...
people like that.
Well, I just feel like it makes me a worse person, because it makes me a person I don't want to be. Because if you say anything negative or like sexist about my looks, I'm going to go lower than you. And no, but seriously, it makes me a person that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person that's like, do you own a mirror? Do you see yourself? Like, so it's just easier to not be in front of the camera. And why does it matter so much? Who cares? Don't you want to see the animals or like a hot muscular guy? Like,
well, it's as soon as you say, I don't want to do this thing, everyone's like, can you do the thing? As soon as you say anything you don't want to do, everybody jumps on the
people get mad that I'm behind the camera because they don't like my voice. It's like, just shut up and leave me alone and let me do my thing. Yeah. I don't.
Well, I mean, the real thing, the real root and like issue here is like, if you are a woman on the internet, you're going to have tons of dudes that live in their mom's basement and have never talked to a girl trying to put you down, you know? And it's just like, I mean, you guys can look at the videos, you know, like Gabby and I will film the same exact reel and post it online of us saying the same exact script with the same exact animal. I'll say mine, Gabby will do hers, we'll post them up. Usually hers will a lot of times get more views and more comments, but it's just endless hate comments. And it's just like it's insane. So like I don't blame you at all, you know, like I wish you could not let it bother you, of course, you know, but like I get it, you know.
I don't even know if it. I wouldn't say it bothers me. I don't know. It's just like people.
It takes your whole day away. I
Well,
know it bothers
it's
you.
like, who do you think you are? Like, I'm not
Like-
going to let you get away with this, you
Like-
know? And then I just don't like the thing that comes after that. Because again, people aren't held accountable. Well, they think they're not held accountable behind the internet or
Yeah.
behind a phone or computer. But I just, yeah, I don't want to be that person. I don't even want to read like our YouTube comments anymore because it just takes one comment and it's like the whole thing with Julie. The amount of comments we're getting, like, poor Julie, it's like, you are delusional. If you feel that bad for Julie and you want to adopt Julie, why don't you go adopt one of the millions of pigs right now that need homes because there's a pig crisis? If you care that strongly about it, go adopt one of the pigs that needs a home. You don't need my pig because you think we're not feeding her enough and you think we're being mean to her. It's just people live in this fantasy land and it just pisses me off. It makes me not want to do social media. It makes me not want to be on camera.
Deep breaths.
The only reason we're talking about this is because people are bringing it up, but that's like the truth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I try to post something, I try to answer some comments within the first couple of hours, and then I don't look back. You know, so like when I have a viral video, I don't read the comments. I mean, there's no point. Once it's over like 100 comments, so usually what happens is like you post something online, it will first go out to people who are like, there's a lot of acorns falling. It'll first go out to people who are like actually fans of you and like care about what you do and the content you produce, and those people are going to usually be good and like leave good comments and be friendly and happy. Oof, that one almost got me right in the head. But then, yeah, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. Okay. So anyways, the first few hours is usually good people. And then after that, like, especially if it starts going viral, then it's going out to people who don't care about you, your mission, anything. And it's just like randos on the internet. And then it all just goes downhill. And like, what is going on?
Does that squirrel just live in that one spot?
I don't know. I think that's a squirrel nest. You see it?
No.
Yeah, that bunch of leaves.
Or consistently getting hit in the head with acorns all of a sudden.
That's like the spot. Anyways, the point being, don't read the comments. You know, I know it's hard not to, but yeah. Any other questions? Any super chats? Any support, guys?
I need to refocus your camera. It's probably a Wi-Fi issue. Clistia will be at the Reptarium or the Legacy on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
We'll be there.
We'll see you there.
We will be there. Which animal do you spend the most time with?
I mean, the dogs, if that counts.
I think that counts.
I'm gonna flip my hat around. I like
When
moves.
is Nail Day? Nail Day was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean the dogs. Other than that, maybe the birds, probably. So most of the animals tolerate us at best, you know. But like the birds enjoy your company. You know, the birds like hanging out with you. They enjoy interaction. Most of the other animals are like, feed me, and then I'll tolerate you at best, kind of thing.
You guys are great for what you do. It makes me want to have one. I'm going to school now for behavioral science because of you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. That's very cool. You got a mosquito right on the back of your hand.
I'm sure I do. Do Crocs have more or less or the same amount of sensory spots on their bodies?
They have way more. So gators only have the integumentary sensory organs, the little black dots, along their jawline, like on their face. Crocs actually have them all across the body. There's a little turtle that is trying to court this female. It's like swimming around, and so the males will have like super long claws, and they go up to the female and try to tickle her face, and that's how they do courtship. And one of them is over here doing it.
If you were in the house, does Ricky still freak out if she doesn't see you?
So we have Ricky in our spare bedroom, and usually the door is closed, and she's pretty quiet, you know. So she's pretty good in there. If I like yell her name, she'll start calling, you know. But otherwise, she's pretty
You saw
quiet.
that?
Yeah, did you
Almost,
get hit?
No.
Almost got you?
Yep. These dang squirrels. Do you guys have long-term plans for the super young gators, just in terms of cost for enclosures? Just curious because you will likely take in more adults.
Yeah, so we will have to have like, so they call it grow out pins. So you'll have like different enclosures for different size classes. And then as they outgrow one, you move them to the next, move them to the next.
That's basically what Patches and Stevie are in, but the Indarna and Darwin are just too small.
Yeah, they're really small.
And Tadpole doesn't have a tail.
Yeah,
Tadpole might be okay in there, but she's also kind of fine where she is right now.
yeah, and you have to basically you set them up by size class, not age. So then that way, if they do get into any kind of fight or anything, they're around the same size and they can't really bully each other.
Try hard sent a $2 super chat. Has Chris ever handled a Chinese alligator?
Thank you. I held one once, but that's about it. Yeah, I haven't like worked with them or anything like that. Oh, I don't know how I forgot to say this. You know, we started our day-to-day filming with Big Mac. So Big Mac being an animal actor for the big screen. So we can't give you any details yet, of course, you know, but that was another, I mean, that was first thing this morning.
Major filming.
Yeah, major filming. I was
movie theaters, right?
Yeah, I was shooting with like a $50,000 camera rig.
Super cool.
Not mine, obviously. I feel like mine are expensive, but they're not that expensive. Oh, bam. Oh, bam. Oh, she's so cute. Your little gremlin.
Would you ever want to work with a gharial?
I would love to, but, you know, they're just... I need to go somewhere, work with one, and then I can post that once a week. Okay, because that is definitely like the most common species question I get. You know.
Well, there's just so.
Well, they're so unique.
Well,
Yeah,
there's.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like they're so unique, so many people ask about them, but they are so critically endangered and rare in captivity in the United States that they are just like almost non-existent. The opportunity to work with one in the U.S. is almost non-existent.
I don't think any like private collector has one.
Yeah.
Or like, I guess Phoenix Herb, or they don't have one. I guess right as of now they don't.
Yeah, they said they were trying to work on it. Yeah, so like we saw one the other day at St. Augustine Alligator Farm, you know, but like I don't work there, you know, so like. Yeah, the opportunity for me to get to work with one in the U.S., I would say, is basically impossible.
They're cool.
Mm-hmm.
When will you be picking up the last salty?
Very soon, within the next couple of weeks here. So we got to get the fence pan. Okay, the fence panels again are like 2 weeks late. They're supposed to come today. They're not here. Now they're supposed to be here tomorrow morning. They better be here tomorrow morning. So we get those in. We get the fence, his enclosure finished, hopefully within, you know, mid next week, and move Angelus in there, and then that will open up one of the temporaries, and then go get that last salty and move that into that temporary.
LOL sent a $10 super chat.
Thank you.
What is a restricted animal that you would like to own, but restrictions prevent that from happening?
I mean, like
Platypus.
a platypus. Yeah, that would be insane. That'd be so cool.
A platypus rescue.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I used to work with penguins, and so did Gabby, and I think they are so cool. And like, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
I
no.
don't think you can have those.
Yeah, I don't think
right?
you. That's what they said, restricted.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think that's a possibility for us. But I think they're so cool, and I like being able to work with them at one of the parks I worked at.
You can get owl monkeys.
Yeah.
Owl monkeys are not restricted.
Yeah, Gabby really loves those.
I do love those.
A Komodo dragon.
Well, those aren't restricted. You
Uh,
just need the hours, and like, where would you get one?
Yeah.
It
Where would
never
you get
end
the
up
hours?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to work at a zoo, and also a sanctuary would never have one. Those are animals
Yeah.
that are in like breeding programs, and I don't disagree with that. There's no reason for it to be at a sanctuary. You know.
Yeah. Oh, look at this thing.
I know. She looks so cute. I think you can have rhinos too. Rhinos are not restricted. It's just like, where are you going to get one?
I think there might be a level like AZA accreditation you need.
Probably.
Probably. It depends what
Oh
state.
no.
No?
Isn't there a guy that like breeds them in North Florida? He's like he breeds everything, and that's where the one that where Wild Florida got it from, and then it escaped and shot it.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in Florida, the permit system is a little confusing. So like for alligators, that's a class 2 crocodilian. So I need 1,000 documented hours working under a current permit holder. They sign off on that. You have your documented 1,000 hours, and then you have to have 2.5 acres of land, and that's your class 2 alligator permit. Gators and caiman. Class 1 crocodiles is different. You need a separate 1,000 hours documented with crocodiles as a separate thing, and then that's a 5-acre land requirement. I know that one because obviously we have it. But so that'll vary depending on what kind of animal we're talking about, and so you'll need that documented 1,000 hours of experience depending on what kind of animal and what class it is, and it does get confusing.
Laura Strickland said, "What does winter prep look like, and when does it start?"
So last winter was pretty cool. Normally for this area, according to Google, it's only between December to around early March where you consistently have nights below 50 degrees. And that's where like you got to be worried, you know? So like
Last year was horrible.
Yeah, it was
horrible.
rough.
It was getting cold in like end of October,
Yeah.
I think early November, like cold.
Yeah, so hopefully not till December is it going to get that bad. Below 50 is where like we got to start getting worried about everything, you know? Above 50, like in the 60s, we got to worry about like the water monitor, you know, or the porcupine, you know, like the little tortoises, some of them. But otherwise, everybody else is pretty good. Again, it's below 50 where we really have to start getting concerned about everybody.
The quaddies have their heated hide. Pretty much everyone that's cold sensitive has a heated hide. The foxes don't need anything because they have their winter coats.
Yeah.
They don't even use the house they have.
So, okay, let's say we got a freak cold snap tomorrow. What we would do, plug in all the heated hides that are already existent, and then
Bring sensitive animals in.
Bring sensitive animals inside. Probably bring all the birds inside. If it was like out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Now, we're checking the weather this time of year. We're already checking the weather every single day and checking temperatures. So that way we know it's coming. So if we knew it's coming, you know, within a couple of days, we would tarp the aviaries and then set those up, and then they're to go in there unless it gets really, really cold. Oh.
Are you worried about breaking the trust with Angelus when you move him?
Yes, I am. So that is a concern for sure. So when I move him, I'm going to make sure I dress so I'm probably going to wear like a weird like long sleeve and like a weird color I never wear. I'll probably try to do like a face mask, you know, just like the buff, you know, pulled up, and like sunglasses or something, and just try to make myself look different. I'll also try not to talk as much as I can.
You hear the dogs farting?
No.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear. I hear.
That was Chloe. I hear him all the way over here.
Wow.
It's hilarious. Wear a Halloween costume in the Vangelis.
Yeah, well, I do want to look different, but I want to be safe, you know? So, like, I gotta balance that. Yeah, if you guys saw the one I posted of Kevin in there, you know, so like that was a really cool little experiment that we did showing like his recognition and how he reacts totally different to a different person. And then obviously if I completely change my appearance, he's going to react differently again, you know? So like that's what I'm going to do is just totally change my appearance and try not to talk. And yeah, he probably will not be able to make that connection as well.
When is pumpkin feeding time?
Yeah, we're coming up. So we're going to get like pumpkin donated to us usually after Halloween, you know, so maybe we'll get some before too, but usually it's after Halloween passes we get like donated pumpkins and stuff, and yeah, be able to give those away.
Did you hear about the Detroit Gator and boa?
And boa, I didn't hear about a boa. I definitely been hearing about the gator.
It's just a baby gator,
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
baby gator.
Not surprised. Why are we allowed to own gators in Michigan?
Yeah,
Doesn't make. There's an entire alligator sanctuary in Michigan.
because
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah,
The patience that those people must have.
yeah, really.
I've seen. I don't. What is it called? Critchlow, I think. Alligator sanctuary.
Mm.
Yeah.
How far is that from where we're going?
I don't know.
We should look it up.
Seem like nice people.
We should go visit.
We should.
It'd be cool. Go have a look.
I just don't want them to be like, oh, you have a sanctuary in Florida? Can we send all of our gators to you? Maybe it's best we don't visit.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Like the whole reason rescues exist is basically
trade.
the pet trade.
Yeah. So if you're not aware, or if you're watching from another country, in the United States, each state has like, so you have like federal laws and then you have state laws. So like alligator ownership is done at the state level. So unfortunately, in some states, you don't need anything. So like Wisconsin, right? You don't need anything. Pennsylvania, you don't need anything. Anybody can just go buy a baby alligator.
Michigan too, right?
I think so. That's
Michigan,
why it's
like
such an
if you
issue.
wanted a lion tomorrow, you could get it.
Yeah. So in some states, there are little to no wildlife regulations, and people just have all sorts of crazy exotic animals, and it's going to end up with people getting mauled and eaten and killed, and that happens pretty rarely. The really sad part, because those people, yeah, they usually kind of have it coming. The really sad part is how many animals are abused, neglected, and then dumped. And so this baby alligator was probably dumped in that lake by somebody that just didn't care anymore. And obviously, it will not survive the winter, so it needs to be caught before the winter.
Yeah.
All right, Bam, you're very comfortable.
People are also afraid of getting in trouble, I think, a lot of the time. And I understand, but also I feel like if you called the state and you're like, hey, I messed up, I have this animal, what can I do to make it legal? I don't see them penalizing you for that. I see them penalizing you if you get caught dumping it, you know, or but if you're calling them and you're like, hey, I have this animal, it's illegal, but here it is, and I want to surrender it. That's what I encourage everybody to do if they don't have like a pet amnesty program. I think every state should have an amnesty program where you just get to.
So Florida does, for those who don't know. So Florida has a
pet amnesty
program where you can say like, hey, I have this thing I'm not supposed to have. I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to turn it over to the state. You won't get in trouble for it. And then they will find a responsible home. And we are one of the adopters on the state's list to take in these animals. And they have had people, like random people, bring in like a leopard, a hyena, crocodiles, venomous snakes, all kinds of crazy illegal animals. And so every state really needs to have that kind of program. That way people don't end up dumping their animals like this baby alligator.
Yeah. And sometimes we can't do this every time because we physically don't have the time. time. But sometimes we call the state and try to get in touch and say, hey,
Yep.
put us in touch with this person. We're licensed in Florida. How do we make this
Well,
animal legal? They're afraid. They want to do the right thing.
To give you guys a vague story, I was back and forth with one state with their officials about a guy who illegally had some animals, and I'm trying to set it up for him because he wanted the animals to come here. And so I'm trying to talk to the state and be like, they don't have an amnesty program. So I'm like talking to their state officials. I'm like, hey, this dude's doing the right thing. And in my state, this is how we do it. Can we do the same thing there where this guy is going to bring his animals in, give them over to you guys, he doesn't get in trouble for it, and then since I have my permits here, I'll take those animals, and that way it's a happy ending. Everybody, this guy's trying to do the right thing. Are you more interested in having the right thing done or penalizing people for trying to do the right thing? You know, and they agreed with me. And then the guy backed out because he's like, well, I want to keep one of them.
But you can't do that.
You can't do that. Because the officer was like, okay, well, then we have to come and pick it up.
Right.
And if there's other things that are illegal that I see when I'm there, he's busted. And I told the guy that, and he's like, oh, no, well, I'm not going to give away everything. And I'm like, what do you want me to do here, man? I'm bending over backwards. I'm doing the legwork for you to try to do the right thing, and you still want to break the law. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's frustrating. I mean, we get emails all the time about, you know, illegal alligators, or it's illegal where I live, but I rescued it because it's missing an arm. It didn't need you to rescue it. They're fine without an arm. And now I don't know what to do. Can you take it? No, sorry, that's illegal. What if I get it to Florida? No, sorry, that's illegal. What if I bring it to a different state? No, sorry, that's illegal. Like, that is illegal. We cannot do it. There is no way around it. And then they email you, question mark, question mark, question mark. It's so frustrating. Yeah, people don't understand, but we need a permit number, a name, an address.
Yep.
The transport document before you can even bring a crocodile or an alligator into the state. You have to submit like 30 days before where it's coming from, the permit number, like the
you need
email.
A state import permit.
Yeah, and then you get approval, and then you have like 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
That's why we need to get this Croc before that permit runs out. We can just reapply, but it's just.
Well, it's just a really annoying thing because the fence is so late and it's really messing everything up. But yeah, so for all of our animals that we have to have. So we get an inspection, you know, from the state. And so we have to have a paper trail every animal we have, because we get people who are like, hey, I have this legally. Can I just show up and give it to you? No, I can't take it, because then when I have my inspection, where'd you get that? Some dude came and gave it to me. Oh, so you were part of an illegal activity. So like, it's a big issue. You know, and people get mad at us about it. They're like, well, aren't you a sanctuary? You're supposed to... That doesn't matter. That's just anybody can call themselves a sanctuary. And there's a lot of bad people who call themselves sanctuaries. So like, it doesn't actually mean anything or give you any...
Oh my goodness.
What's that about?
Sometimes a koi jump.
But yeah, so it doesn't give you any legal immunity or anything of the sort. So you have to be aware of that, you know, and like, again, we have to provide a paper trail. Every turtle we have in here, even these little turtles, have to have a paper trail.
Cliss Diaz, you sent a $2 super chat. You two are the best.
Thank you.
Scott sent a $2 super chat. What are the main traits of a pure Siamese Croc?
Thank you. It gets very hard.
Aren't they like indistinguishable sometimes?
So supposedly the hybrids are.
Okay.
So so like the salty Siamese hybrids can be indistinguishable from the pure Siamese. And it definitely gets complicated and difficult. So a lot of trying to figure out what Croc species is what, because a lot of the Crocs, especially when they're young, they look almost identical. It's very hard to tell them apart, especially when they're babies. So a lot of it is doing the nuchal osteoderm orientation. So the orientation of the osteoderms and just the scalation around the neck area can be used a lot of the time for keying out what specific species you're talking about. But it can get real complicated. What else we got? How many people we got on there?
130.
That's decent. Decent amount. Any other comments or?
Do you have any trouble with heavy rain flooding the prairie dog burrows?
So far, no. we are in a very upland, kind of like a sand dune kind of thing, which is great for flooding. So like when we get really heavy rain, the ground just sucks it up. Like we basically never have puddles anywhere. When I drain one of the gator ponds, I just take the hose, put it out, and just drain an entire gator pond. There's not a puddle. It just all disappears back down into the ground. It's insane. So anyways, yeah, we have not had any issues with the prairie dogs flooding, anything like that, which is a good thing. But as far as like having crocodilians, it makes it very hard because we have to do like, you know, a hard waterproof bottom on all the enclosures. Meanwhile, other people can just dig a hole in Florida and it just fills with water immediately. That's most of Florida is like that. We're up on a higher area here. And I do, in some ways, I wish we were in an area where I could just dig holes and there's water and
Yeah,
boom.
then you have to worry about flooding. Everyone down south floods, not us.
Everybody down south floods. That's something, you know,
That's how you lose animals.
Yeah. And for all the other animals, you know, that are not aquatic, obviously that's a big problem.
Was Stallone being fed by people, which resulted in him having to be moved into captivity? And is that the reason why he chases with determination?
Yeah. So he was being illegally fed, and so he's a nuisance alligator. And apparently he was like chasing kids on scooters.
Flying through the water.
Yeah, I believe it, dude. That thing is crazy. So yeah. Again, this is why you don't feed wild alligators. That's why it is illegal. They're so funny.
LOL just sent a $10 super chat.
Thank you.
How do you maintain respect for oversight agencies when 19 monkeys escape labs and the plans to remedy and recover them are laughable, but at the very least dangerous and reckless?
You don't know the half of it. Okay, so this one just happened as far as like state stuff goes. Florida just voted the people of Florida were opposed to this, but the government officials just chose to spend $83 million acquiring 4 acres of sand because they want to build a marina. They use conservation money on this. They use money that was set aside for the Florida Wildlife Corridor for conservation instead of buying like tens of thousands of very much needed conservation land with $83 million. They bought 4 acres of worthless sand because who knows why? It's some sort of like, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind this is corruption.
Well, what about stupid things like, for example, I legally cannot transport an alligator or a crocodile alone. I have my hours. I have to submit them, but I don't have my own class 1 and 2 yet. So I can't. But if Chris wanted to ship one to somebody in a different state or even someone down south, he just puts it in a box in UPS, and then all the UPS workers with no crocodilian experience are allowed to transport it.
Yep.
How the heck does that make sense?
Yep.
So do you just put it in a box and I say I'm delivering it to Miami? Like,
well, yeah. So me as the permit holder, I can safely box up like a baby alligator, and if I wanted to ship it somewhere, Gabby can't do it. If Gabby's caught with that baby alligator inside of her car, she's going to jail. But if I bring it to UPS, they can ship it, no problem.
How does that make sense?
No animal experience, zero, like, what?
I mean, the fact that you can log 1,000 hours with a baby alligator with tadpole, 1,000 hours with tadpole, okay, you can go get a 12-footer now. Yeah, have fun with Stallone. Like, yep. What? So some of the things are laughable. So yeah. It's hard to maintain respect like sometimes.
For us, like our inspector is very nice, but also strict, you know? And so like, he's cool. But like, yeah, he's by the book, man. And so like, you know, we're doing all of our stuff. We are making everything absolutely perfect. And then working in South Florida, the only explanation is that those people are paid off. There is no other possible explanation other than bribery. For the stuff that we have seen pass inspection, you're like, this is blatantly illegal and animal abuse. They pass inspection. No problem.
It's crazy.
It's insane. You know, so like I think down there's just so much corruption and bribery.
Well, my friend is in Massachusetts, and her USDA inspector, like we've talked about before, it's up to like the officer interpretation. So everybody has like the same owl nest box. You guys have seen it with Calusa. It's basically like a 4-sided box with some holes in it, and it's been used for decades, and they sell it on Raptor websites. Her USDA officer is saying no, doesn't have enough holes, not enough airflow. She's like, but this is what everyone else uses. She's like, nope, you got to figure it out. So she's like drilling holes into it. She's like, what about now? Nope, not good enough. She's like, well, can you tell me how many and what I need to stop? She's like, no, you got to figure it out. She's like, what? Poor Bethany.
That's like doing your taxes.
Yeah. I can't tell you how to do it, but if you do it wrong, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, so you're going to check my work, which means you do have something that you want me to do. Can you just tell me what it is and then I'll do it?
Nope.
No. But if you're wrong, you go to jail.
Ryan sent a $10 super chat. What does Prickles smell like?
Thank you, Ryan. Kind of like BO.
I think really bad pee. Like really strong pee.
I don't know. I think it smells like BO. It kind of smells like Kevin.
That animal is probably our worst smelling animal, and we have foxes. Like that animal smells real bad.
That little thing is very cute and very stinky.
So we're still trying to figure out the best substrate. I think sand's going to be the best substrate. And we just take out the first layer if it gets really gross or something. But because they also poop like little pellets. So it's kind of hard to clean and mulch, as we learned with the Patagonian Mara.
Yeah.
So I think sand is probably the best. Benjamin sent a $2 super chat. How is Prickles acclimating?
Thank you. Really well, I would say. You know, right now she's still in like a little temporary enclosure. Hers should be done hopefully tomorrow, her real one. But now she's like coming up to us for food, and every time she sees me, she's excited now.
She loves food.
Yeah. No, she's doing well.
Anya just sent a 50 NOK.
Thank you.
You mentioned that Prickles has a strong smell. What does she smell like, and does it get worse when she feels threatened?
I don't think it gets worse. I don't think they... As far as I know, they don't do that. They don't like secrete a smell when they're afraid or anything. As far as I know, we're new to this animal, but I don't think they do. But yeah, I think it just stinks like bad. Somebody hasn't showered in a while.
That heated building's gonna smell real good.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
We need to figure out the floor then. Maybe some concrete, something easy to like scrub.
I would do linoleum.
She'll chew it, potentially. We don't want to risk that.
So far, I shouldn't shoot anything.
Yeah, do you want to risk that? Abby sent a $2 super chat. What does the sanctuary need right now?
What do we need? Thank you.
The sanctuary.
Well, I mean, we got a ton of projects on, you know, that we're going to be doing. So if that's what she meant, or like...
Well, monetary donations, we always need those. But what we really need right now is a new power pole, which haven't heard back. We might need to call them and stay on their ass.
So, yeah, unfortunately, what do we need? It's money. That's what everybody needs, you know? Oh, big stretch.
Oh, Abby said she sent you money on PayPal for your birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a bunch of people send me money for my birthday. Thank you so much, everybody who did. I tried to reply to some, but there's a ton, you know? They made it difficult to reply now. Like on Venmo, to say thank you, like I have to click like 6 different things to be able to comment.
Really?
And I'm like, there's no way I'm able to do this for the amount, you know?
Can you like it?
Maybe.
Well, thank you to everybody. Pandora loves cats. Love the experiments with Kevin. So interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, that was... I heard something crack. All right, buddy. Personal space. He does not understand personal space.
Anita said, I can't wait to hopefully see you at the Legacy if I can. You both are such a source of empathy, compassion, and transparency. Never change.
Thank you. Look, he is just like not getting the hint here.
Ocala. We will be there I think pretty much all day Saturday.
Yeah.
So if you're there,
don't do that.
See you.
Because somebody's going to come while we're trying to get lunch and then be mad.
Whoa. Oh, look how cute he is. Ocala. We'll be there. Anita Parker just sent a $50 super chat.
Thank you so much, Anita. Is she the one that's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and if you are trying to come and you're trying to make sure and like check where we are, you can also DM me on Instagram, and I'll try to check those.
I'm sure you could just ask like Lori or someone that works at the Legacy and be like, "Oh, where are these people?" And they'll find us. You know, is the Legacy that big where
I have no idea.
we're not going to be found?
I don't know. I just don't want someone to go out of their way and drive 3 hours to come see us. And
I'm sure somebody will be able to track us down, like another creator with our
I'm trying
number.
to say, if someone drives 3 hours to see us and we're at lunch and we're gone,
How long is your lunch break? 5 hours?
you are exhausting.
You are exhausting. Scott sent a $2 super chat. Have you come across a salty Nile hybrid?
Thank you. No, I haven't. But I did see a weird one is a Morlet's Nile hybrid. Ocala, no, buddy, you gotta go.
Ocala. I think it's in Utica, right? Yeah, pretty sure. Oh my goodness, you're so obnoxious. You don't understand personal space. You really don't. You really don't. Clover's being a good girl, looking at those squirrels. Ginger Snap sent a $2 super chat. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. Abby said that they just donated $25 on Zeffy.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, speaking of that, donations. Did you see my birthday fundraiser I did on Facebook?
How much?
Okay, you know what last year's birthday fundraiser made?
What?
$3,000.
Wow.
You know what this year's made? $68.
It's an algorithm thing. I'm telling you, something's wrong with the algorithm.
Something I just do not understand, dude.
That's social media. That's the
yeah. So like Facebook used to be really good for doing fundraisers for the sanctuary every single time, and now like the last 6 months, everyone I've done doesn't even break $100. I don't know what's going on.
If you donate through our website, through Zeffy, and it's clear, it says it right there. 100% goes to us. And it's a free platform to use for nonprofits. It's great.
Maleficent's on the move.
You think she'll go in her house? Where's she going?
It looks like she's cramming herself under the pond.
Oh, great. We should move her. Seriously, Abby, everything helps. Even if it's $1, it helps. It adds up more than you can imagine. We have some people that will send us like a $3 reoccurring donation on Zeffy. And when 10 people do that, that adds up.
Yeah, no,
you know,
yeah,
it really does.
Here's the way I put it. Like, if everybody just on this channel alone sent 50 cents, boom,
It's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, we're like, we are good for like the rest of the year for 50 cents. If everyone on this channel sent 50 cents, you know, if everybody in my cumulative social media following sent like a quarter, dude, we would be set, you know? It's just like, unfortunately, that's not how it works. We usually have
people don't think like that. People, I think, get embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can only afford $1. It's not much. Like, that adds up. That's 10 crickets right there.
So, like, a lot of people, it's usually the people who have, like, the least are usually people trying to donate the most. And, like, it's always sad because I'll have people that'll like message me and like, oh, I just got my social security for this month and half of it's going to you. And I'm like, no, please don't do that. Like like we have a lot of people who do donate, and like, I don't want people who are already struggling to donate. You know, like I always feel really bad. Thankfully, we do have some wealthy people who do make big donations, and that's amazing, obviously. But I would say like the majority of donations do come from people who are also already struggling themselves. And like, it makes me sad, you know? And I'm like,
it's also hard asking for money. Like,
oh, well,
it's not easy.
It's like every time we do, somebody's like, get a job and quit begging. And I'm like, this is my full-time job. I don't get paid for this.
Well, I mean, you're raising money for animals. So
yeah.
It's, you know.
So it just gets crazy.
It's hard though, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to make a nonprofit. I'm like, no, there's other people that need it more. There's other rescues that, you know, need it. And And Peggy with Wildwood Animal Rescue, she's like, you're doing more for like half these rescues and you're paying out of pocket and you're driving all over South Florida to rescue these dying animals. You need to make a nonprofit.
Well, yeah.
And that's how it started.
Especially for us, like having worked at other places for so long and then being like, wait a minute. They just got a $500,000 grant and nothing at their facility changed? Like, are you kidding me? You know? So, yeah, that was definitely what was that?
Palm front.
Something.
Lori sent a $2 super chat.
Thank you.
Lori M. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori.
Can I send money from my debit card? I think you can use a debit card to make a donation on Zephy. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, guys, again, we always feel awkward and weird talking about money. So a free way to help support the sanctuary that everyone and anyone can do is every time you see any kind of content coming out from us, hit like, leave a positive comment. It can be as simple as a thumbs up emoji. You don't have to worry about trying to write something elaborate. Just a thumbs up, because that tells the algorithm people like this content, serve more of it, you know? And like that's huge for us.
Damon Gray sent a $2 super chat. Here's a mouse for Calusa.
Thank you.
Literally.
Yeah.
There it is. That feeds Calusa a mouse for a day. So when you think of it in terms of that, you know, $5 buys her 2 mice.
Yeah. But yeah, positive comment, like, share. These are all really helpful, really good things that help us out with like the social media algorithm, that kind of stuff.
How much would you charge for a visit of y'all's place?
So we are not open for tours yet. We're hoping 2026 to open up for tours. And then once we do, we have to figure that out. We're not certain yet. Yeah, we're going to be, so we want to do some like cool, like VIP kind of tour thing. We're not going to be like just generally open. We'll like,
well, it's not a VIP tour. It's a guided private walkthrough. And you get to just see all the animals, ask questions, hear everybody's story.
That's a VIP tour.
It's a private guided tour. I don't like the VIP.
Bellowing.
Oh, they're bellowing. Is that Stallone or do you know? You guys probably can't hear
Probably
it.
Stallone.
They are bellowing.
Yeah. It sounds farther this way.
Yeah, I don't like VIP. I don't like that. It's a private guided walkthrough.
It's a VIP tour.
I really don't like that.
Why don't you
Sounds
like
like very commercial. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Ethan sent a $5 super chat. Best channel on YouTube.
Thank you.
Beautiful thing about donating to you is that we see where the money is going. You and Gabby are great with all the animals, reptiles, and birds.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we enjoy showing everything most of the time. And yeah, I think that is why we have the sport we do, because you guys see where the money goes, which is great. You see the day-to-day and all the animals and the vet care and the food and the new enclosures. So it's really cool to have people just along for everything, the journey.
Who is that?
Maybe Bella? I don't hear it anymore.
Okay, somebody big was bellowing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been... Okay, that could have been Stallone and Dino. It did sound a little different. And then someone else, I don't know who that was.
They like bellowing when it rains. RSC sent a $2 super chat. You all rock. Gabby, there's a spider on you. Oh, God.
Thank you.
There's a huge spider today. Me and the handyman went to get a lamp.
Nope.
And there was a huge huntsman spider with an egg sac in the lamp, hiding under the bulb. It was horrible. How many animals do you have at the sanctuary?
Like, man, I did a count.
We have over 200. It's over 210 now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's counting every single, that's not even counting the koi actually, but every single turtle, every single chicken, So over 200.
Parakeets.
Yeah, all parakeets, all the finches. So that adds up, but over 200. Nino Lover sent a $2 super chat. If money wasn't a problem, would you go solar?
Thank you. Oh yeah, I want to. I looked into it. I was trying to do solar out here, and it was like $80,000, and I'm like, that ain't happening. I think that was mainly because of that company. So like, I would love to team up. I've said this so many times. I want to team up with like a really good like tech channel that can come out and set us up on like some awesome like solar. I know it's going to be somewhat expensive, but like relatively cheap, and try to do solar and get like Wi-Fi everywhere out here and like really set this up. I would love to do that.
Nino Lover said, I give $2 every time I watch one of your YouTube videos, and I watch every one.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I know who that is. I think I see that one a lot. Hi, Bam. Oh, you got wet little paws.
Left-handed said, I definitely donate to you a lot if I were rich. People like you deserve it.
Thank you. No, we appreciate it. And also, I like to specify, if you donate to the sanctuary, you are donating to the sanctuary. Gabby and I don't get a paycheck, you know? What's that?
As a nonprofit, you should be able to get some grants to go solar. So I love when people say this. I know it's good intentions.
Nope.
You guys have no idea how hard it is to get grants. You have no idea how hard it is to get grants as a wildlife sanctuary. They don't exist. So like research, education, the lots for like people. But I want everybody right now to go and try to just look up like a $50,000 grant or something like that for a wildlife sanctuary, because they don't exist. It's a frog or a bug.
Ocala.
What is it?
Back up.
Is it a bug?
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't exist. And the whole grant writing process, like there are literally classes on how to write a grant. Like it's not that easy.
For a lot of big places, they have someone whose full-time job is being a grant writer.
Yeah. My friend just got a grant for like $2,000, and it took her 3 years to get. That doesn't even cover the bill for the handyman on a weekly basis, you know? So.
Yeah, I would.
It sounds nice, but that's not a realistic option for us at this time.
Well, with our current, what am I trying to say, time, we cannot do it. I wish we had like, if we had like a volunteer or someone.
Again, they don't exist for wildlife sanctuaries. They exist for rehabs. They exist for like as a sanctuary, because it's very specific. Like this is for this, and this is for this state, and this is for this state. Try getting a grant in Florida as a wildlife sanctuary. You won't be able to. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. Scarecrow said, what does sponsoring one of the animals on your site entail? What is the difference between that and just donating?
You want to answer that one?
Yeah, so we have like a very, I don't know what the word is, lax sponsor an animal program. Some people have like a $200 a month sponsorship, and you're this sponsor, and you get tagged in like every post, and you get photos of the animals on a monthly basis. We physically don't have the time to do that. Unfortunately, I would love to eventually, but right now we don't. So sometimes people want to donate to like a specific animal. So it's basically you're donating, but it's like for that animal. So like if you're sponsoring Lily for the month, and you send a $20. If she gets sick, that $20, we already have it for her. So it's kind of, we can see where the money is going, and basically. So you're donating to that specific animal.
Yeah. And this is another...
It's a very vague sponsor program.
Well, that's another case what I was just talking about, where like, I wish we had someone that like, well, if we had money, I could pay someone to hire, to be a grant writer. Or
how
if
much
we had,
is that a year? $50,000 a year minimum?
I have no idea. But I mean, that's what big places do that have lots of money, obviously. And like, I wish I could hire a grant writer. I wish I could hire someone who just did that kind of stuff. Like a office organizational kind of thing, where they're handling all that kind of thing, because like we're out here doing this all day, every day. We don't have the time to be able to do that,
A lot of these nonprofits too have, again, staff volunteers. They've been around 30 years, 50 years.
Or they're in a city.
Yeah.
That's the big one. We're in the middle of nowhere, dude.
We've only been doing the sanctuary for 2.5 years, and it's just me and Chris and Erin.
Yeah. And we're kicking butt.
We are. I proud of us. I think we're doing amazing.
But I do think a lot about, like, if we had been able to get land in South Florida, we would have people here all day, every day, because there's just obviously there's people.
Yeah,
You know.
but everything's so much more expensive down there, and then hurricanes.
Oh
and
no,
then
I know.
flooding. Like,
That's
I love being in the middle of nowhere like
no.
this.
So do I. I'm just saying, like, don't have a pool to draw from for like a lot of people locally.
Stacy Keller sent a $10 super chat. I wish I could donate more. Love you both.
Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, I was just trying to say there's not like that much of like a local pool to draw from as far as like getting like volunteers. A big one, you know, just like people want to come volunteer. Everybody's driving an hour or an hour and a half each way, you know. It's just like we're in the middle of nowhere, so it's really hard to get people, you know, that can come out on a regular basis.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, on a rainy day, like, let's say the nonprofit was completely drained for some reason, like, yes, we would use the money that someone donated to Lily to help another animal. You know, we're not going to deny animal care, but we have a bookkeeper, we have an accountant. We are very on top of funds. When we see it getting a little low, we fundraise. So
What was the question?
just that they would feel bad, like, donating to a specific animal if another one, like, needed it more. But yeah, some people just feel more connected to certain animals, so it makes them feel better when they're donating to, you know, that animal. Like, they love Olaf, so they're sponsoring Olaf, and that pays for the meds month or something like that, you know?
Need somebody to sponsor BAM.
Seriously. We have some people asking about volunteers. We do accept volunteers, but due to training, insurance, privacy reasons, we do require 1 weekday a week for 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months commitment. 6-month commitment. Because realistically, like, by the time it takes us to train you, it's going to take 2 months to train you.
Yeah.
If you're here once a week. So
yeah, we talked about this on the last live a bit, but yeah, it's difficult because again, we're in the middle of nowhere, so it's very hard to get like reliable volunteers who come frequently. And from our end, if I'm going to train somebody, I have to spend, you know, like the day with you. We're going to put in a lot of effort to be able to get you where you know what to do. It's not helpful to have someone who doesn't know what to do. And to get them to the point where they are helpful takes time. And then if they don't come back, it's a waste of that time because that day is
and we've had that
roughly
before.
lost. Yeah.
We've had people just not show up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people too, they want I know most people mean well, but there's definitely I've done this a long time. There are people who just want to get some social media pics and they're like, I just want to get a picture with an alligator.
I don't think we've dealt with that here.
Not here. I've dealt with that a lot.
No, of course. But like here, not so much. It's
Yeah.
just we're in the middle of nowhere. It's a long drive. It sucks. There's bugs. We get it. That's why we try to tell people beforehand. Like, you're not just going to be cuddling animals all day. There's a lot that needs to be done.
Yeah.
But the volunteers we do have are amazing, and it's really fulfilling to do something bigger than yourself. Like, you are seriously helping these animals. There's so much that goes into it. Just like cleaning the fridge out is a huge help. Organizing the food, doing enrichment, cleaning an animal's enclosure. It's all for the well-being of the animals, so it's super fulfilling. But we do require 1 weekday a week. And I understand a lot of people work and they can't do that.
A little bam.
And we do have some people that drive like over an hour to volunteer. Terry.
Yeah.
Terry does. Kim lives in Daytona. I think it takes her like an hour and a half.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like, you know, people see social media obviously is exciting. You know, we're showing you the more fun parts. We don't need help with the fun parts.
Well, I just spent 2.5 hours the other day scrubbing power washing the beaver enclosure.
Yeah.
If I had a volunteer here,
Yeah.
that would be so helpful. Like, even if someone cleans the dishes, when they're like, oh, I feel like I didn't do enough, I'm like, you cleaning the dishes makes me not have to clean the dishes. That's a huge help. That's just a relief to me. Like, I don't have to clean the dishes today. I don't have to clean fox poop today, you know? So it really does help. But yeah, we are looking for like weekly consistent help. It's also helpful because you get to learn the animal's routines, the animal's behaviors, and you can also help us if something's wrong with the animal. Like, hey, this animal's limping today, or hey, this animal usually flies over to me and didn't fly over today. So keep an eye on that. Like it's helpful. And that is how we notice how animals are sick, because we learn like their routines and their daily things. Like for example, Suki flies to us every single day. Over, she'll fly, she'll squeak, she'll say hi. And one time she didn't, and I'm like, I don't like that, I'm bringing her to the vet. And she had an infection just because she didn't fly over. She didn't look sick, but just because she didn't do that. So that's why we require the weekly. Anything else on that, babe?
No.
Would you ever want volunteers from overseas coming to work daily for a month?
No, it's a big commitment. So, unfortunately, I'm not saying this person is, but some people are crazy. And if they come all the way, because we do get these questions a lot.
If they can like literally camp out and live in their car in our parking lot.
What happens when that person makes this commitment to come all the way over here and we don't mesh and there's a problem?
Or they don't have money or a place to live now. That's the thing. Like we don't have housing. You cannot stay in our living room. Like this is our house too. So it's just probably not.
Yeah. So
unless it was like I want to say like a millionaire, someone that was financially stable. That's like, I'm gonna move here and
I'm gonna stay at a hotel for the month.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. But maybe, but it's not realistic.
Yeah. And we do have a lot of people offer to do that. Sometimes overseas, we've had quite a few of those. We have people from other states who are like, can I come just stay for a month? And it's like, I don't know you. And we've already had security issues, stalkers, crazy people. And so that makes us have to protect ourselves and assume anybody could be a security threat. And we have to take that very seriously.
Fuzzle Kitty sent a $10 super chat. Happy belated birthday. Love your channel. It's so wholesome.
Thank you so much.
Sarah, I'm assuming that your comment with all the emojis was for someone else. I have no idea. Do you have a contingency plan when a croc escapes our temporary enclosure? I guess like feeding. Well, feeding when they rush out of the door, basically, they're saying.
Oh, yeah, don't let them do that. And if they do, we got to catch them.
I'm a good crazy. Aren't we all a good crazy? Yeah, just right now, it's not something.
Well, again, it's unfortunately.
Maybe in the future.
What's that?
Maybe in the future, but.
It would take
like
definitely
internships or something. I don't know. But that would be like a whole job interview process with a background check and stuff. Are you wanting to talk, Chris?
I would like to speak.
Okay, baby.
Can I speak? It would take a lot of vetting to be able to do that, and again, we have dealt with like stalker people, and this Gabby's just over here doing this. I'm like, Gabby.
Because how many times are we going to talk about stalkers? We have other people that have questions.
Well, because I want to address this. This is a big thing. We get a lot of questions about, so like I do want to talk about it, and like we have to take it seriously about like security and this kind of thing. And I am the man of the house, little lady, and I got to worry about you. I'm serious.
I can handle myself.
You cannot.
You don't think Ocala would rip somebody's throat out?
Of course he would, but like it's not okay. The best way to fight. Make sure it doesn't happen in the first place. As someone who's done martial arts for many, 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 many years, the best way, once you actually are good at fighting, you don't want to get into fights. You learn how to avoid conflict in the first place. And that's the best way to do all this kind of stuff. I am going to avoid situations that have a high probability of becoming chaotic, violent, stalkerish, all that kind of stuff. So that's why I take this stuff very seriously. And I'm like, the best way to handle that is to prevent it from happening in the first place, and like when we're looking at like somebody for like 1 month, I'm like, cost benefit, potential benefit. 1 month of somebody helping here is nice, not going to help us out that much. We need, like Abby said, we need somebody who does 1 day a week for 6 months or something like that, you know.
Longer,
Yeah.
ideally.
Ideally, right. So there's not very much benefit. What is the potential cost? Very high potential cost of having an unknown person that could potentially be violent, crazy, on drugs, etc., showing up here and like, hey, I'm going to live with you for a month. Like, that is not the can of worms I want to get into, you know? So, like, that's why I look at it in that way.
Way to make this poor person feel real good.
No, I'm trying to, I don't
No,
mean
I
this
know, yeah.
person, you know, but like, I do get, okay, I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but I do get some DMs of people who are like, definitely not okay. You can tell by the way they type them. And exactly this request. Can I come live with you? My life is terrible. I am thinking about doing horrible things to myself. And I think my life would be so much better if I came and lived with you and did what you do. Do you know how many of those I get?
The woman that was in Vegas that was like emailing us
Don't
every
say
day.
names. Do not say places.
I'm not. Okay.
You've already given too much information.
Okay.
A lot of these people are not mentally well. Okay. And I see those. I get those messages. I go through them and I'm like, whoa. Red flag, red flag, red flag. This is a person that could cause some major problems. So that's why, like, I'm addressing this the way that I am, so that most people mean well, and I believe this person means well who is asking. You know, most people really do mean well on this front, but like, man, if you saw some of the messages I get, and you're like, whoa, that person is a threat to themselves and anyone around them, it's very clear.
All right, moving on. Quilla Cranshaw just sent a $10 super chat. I did grants and fundraising for several nonprofits, and a lot comes from private people and companies. When rich people die, they set up trusts and do grants for their animals or for animals.
Yeah.
We've had a few people ask how to do like a trust and stuff. Ethan sent a $20 super chat. Hi, Chris. The GatorChris 1 page is stealing your videos and it's back up. Yep. I reported it as fraud while tagging your official page, but it keeps getting denied. What else can we do?
Thank you,
Chris
Ethan.
is gonna have
on what
to-
platform is that?
It's the Facebook one you shared the other day, the GatorChris 1.
Oh,
it's
God.
like a woman as a profile picture and people think it's you. So you're just gonna have to do copyright reports and get it removed. And just keep reporting it. That's all you can do. But it's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. And that stuff is going to get worse, guys, with like AI. So, talking about fraudulent stuff, I get emails every single day, multiple emails of scam podcasts of all things. And they use AI to write it. And they're like, they will, like, literally, it's like this scammer asked ChatGPT, hey, can you look up Chris Gillette, what he does, what about him, and send him a very complimentary podcast invitation for my podcast, and you know, like, make sure you research him and say things specific to his work that'll be a great compliment. Like, and so like I'll get this like long detailed message, and it's like, wow, man, this person really did the research. They must actually be a fan of me. But then it has like the telltale like ChatGPT with like the double hyphen thing, or like
A Gmail account.
well, it's always at a Gmail account, but that's probably going to change too. You know, they're getting better and better and better at this. So like, for me, I do podcasts, obviously. So like, I just reply back, I only do podcasts in person. That's it. And that's the only way to solve this, because so many of these are like online scams, and somehow they're trying to get access to your accounts.
Well, anytime they say it's a live stream, if it's going to be live streamed on this platform, like they're going to steal your stuff, and they'll offer you all kinds of money.
But it's every day I get those, and like, I can see the sophistication has improved greatly in the last year of these scams, as they're using ChatGPT to write the scams. And that's going to, same thing's going to happen for impersonation accounts. So all these accounts impersonating me, they're going to start using ChatGPT for it, AI. It's going to get pretty gnarly.
Yeah. The most important thing to know, we are never going to message you on Facebook or Instagram or anything asking for money, ever. We're never gonna vent to you saying we're having life problems and need money. Like,
this is my private account. I'm trying to leave, Gabby. Well, if you send me,
I really do feel bad, because a woman did message me before Christmas and said that she feels really stupid because she thought I was trying to be her friend. It was someone pretending to be me, and she sent money. She's like, how stupid am I? I'm like, it makes me feel horrible.
Yeah.
Makes me feel horrible because it wasn't me, but it also makes me feel horrible. She's like, I'm so stupid. Why would Gabby ever want to be my friend? Because I hate everybody. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks.
There's nothing It's got to be like the apps need to do something to curb the
Yeah.
impersonation and scams.
But our website is always 100% obviously Zeffy. That's way to donate. PayPal to the same PayPal email we've had for the last 5 years. Anything new or weird, don't send it.
Yeah. I've seen like scam accounts of like making a scam Facebook of my dad.
I know, it's crazy.
Like it's crazy. All right, well, it's definitely getting dark. So why don't we do last couple?
Yeah, we have 165 people.
Yeah. What time is it?
7, and we haven't packed for Michigan.
Yep. I'm gonna wrap this up and feed the animals and pack for Michigan. So last questions, guys. Give a couple more minutes. If you've been enjoying the live stream, send a super chat and show your appreciation. I need to be more like,
Get on your knees and grovel.
yeah, I need to beg harder.
That's what people say you do anyway, so get on your knees and start crying.
I know, right?
Are you hiring? We're not hiring. But I will say the way Erin got hired is Erin volunteered here for a year and learned everybody.
Yeah.
And it just made sense to hire her.
Yep.
So if we hired somebody, we don't have the funds right now to do it. But if we hired someone else, it would probably be like a volunteer that already knows everything.
So the
Are
way
you trying to say something?
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead. I won't say anything. Are you trying to?
Yeah. Yeah. See? Okay. So every facility I worked at that has really cool animals, they basically hire from their volunteer pool, always. That's the only way to get in at any place, basically. You have to think about it from like the facility's point of view. If I have so many people willing to work for free, why would I hire someone who I don't know their credentials, don't know if they're good at working here, don't know anything about them, when I have people who've been working here for free? Now I know them, I know their work ethic, and I know they're good with the animals. I'm going to hire that guy. That's basically how it always works. And career advice for any facility: volunteer first, try to get hired in like that, because that's the way everybody does it.
Or internship.
Yep.
That's how I've gotten hired at multiple jobs. What is your protein supplement if not meat? You look like Jack Reacher. Oh my God, stop. I'm not even going to show.
Someone finally appreciates me.
You just made his head so big.
I am being facetious. No, okay. As someone with a large following, I don't like to talk about any brand name, anything, unless they pay me, because then I'm giving them free advertising. And I try to work deals with different, companies and like, to do promotions. But anyways, there are a lot of really good vegan protein supplements that you can use, and that's what I do. And by use supplements, I don't like to say that, because I have, okay, here's my supplement list. Vega protein shake. We're done. That's what I do. That's what I have. And I have one of those a day. So I just make one protein shake a day from that Vega vegan protein. We're done. That's it. I don't supplement anything. I don't take peptides. I don't take creatine. I don't, the list goes on. I don't do any of that stuff. Obviously, definitely don't do steroids or anything like that. People ask me that one all the time too.
Stop making Chris feel bad. Chris loves taking his shirt off.
What?
Everyone's being mean to Christy because she said, take your top off, Chris. And now everyone's calling her creepy. She was just playing, and Chris loves taking his shirt off, so leave her alone.
Hey, look, I've been telling Gabby we got to do more shirtless videos to get the views up. And Gabby's fighting me on it. You guys got to tell her.
I just don't want you to seem thirsty, that's all.
We got to get the views up. My views have been bombing on every platform.
In a pair of underwear.
Huh?
Do it in a pair of underwear.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that. See, that's thirsty. I just want to have, like, in the water with the Gators, no shirt, pick up Big Mac like this, like, we got to get the views up. My views are so low.
Oh, you stinky boy. You're going to be good for Erin? What do you think? Yeah, you're going to be good for Erin?
Remember when I was an underwear model?
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they sent you.
Yep.
But you never gave them photos, right?
How did we do that?
I don't think you ever gave them photos.
No, I did their they're like bathing suit-ish. Yeah. No, I did do that. Gotta make that money, guys.
You weren't an actual underwear model. Now everyone's getting excited. They
I
sent
mean-
him a couple pair of underwear that looked very good on him, but that was it. He didn't do any photos or anything.
No, I can say I did underwear modeling. Like I said, I had an underwear
Stop.
company pay me money to wear their underwear.
But did you even post about it?
I gave it to them. So I can say it.
All right.
Whatever. You should have seen Gabby drooling over what's his name?
Don't say the 70-year-old man.
No,
Okay.
Robert Irwin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me sound like a creep though, because he's
Yeah.
like 21.
Yeah, he's 21 and
He's
Gabby's
a
like, "Oh my
good-looking-
god, he's so hot."
He has a great body, but
Yeah, and he's doing
young.
underwear shoots.
Good for him.
And you're looking at all of his underwear shoots, you're like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." And he looks good. Don't get me wrong. My muscles are bigger though. Just saying.
Oh my god.
She
I thought you
was
were gonna
drooling over him. Obviously, guys, we mean this in jest. I'm just giving her a hard time. Oh, BM shivering.
My neighbors are 3 girls in their 20s, and I heard them screaming when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
No, I definitely do not like young boys. Every guy I've ever dated has been older than me. I just think he's a really good-looking kid. I think he looks older than 21, but it's real
Gabby's
creepy.
creeping on this 15-year-old Robert Irwin.
People are gonna think you're serious. Don't do that.
I'm okay. I'm just messing.
Holy moly! I'm 51 and think he's gorgeous. I'm in trouble. He's a good-looking boy.
That's what all the comments are.
Yeah, he's a
on
good-looking
his.
boy. I'm 60 and I was also drooling. Yeah.
All right. Any last ones? It's getting too dark now. All right. Well, thank you everybody who tuned in, and thanks for all the good questions and all that good stuff. And we will. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. We are going to Michigan for the Legacy Aquarium, which means I probably won't be posting anything for the next couple of days.
Maybe you can you just edit it on your phone and upload it like a vlog or something?
Well, I will try to do tomorrow's vlog, and then
On the plane?
yeah.
We're going to vlog at the aquarium, I'm assuming, right?
I don't know. We got to
Maybe
figure.
for the Florida's Wildest channel.
Well, I got to figure it out because a lot of my stuff is filmed on GoPro, and the file sizes are massive. I can usually only do one file at a time on my phone, which means we're not going to be able to do multiple days away because they're on the hard drive. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Well, it might be out of order then, because maybe we can just do a quick vlog at the Reptarium and then post it. I don't know, but you guys know. So if you're not in vlogs for a few days, let everyone know in the comments it's because we're in Michigan.
I did not get eaten.
Can you guys even see Bambi anymore? She's right there. She blends into your shirt in the background and everything.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm just reading. Sorry. Can Erin post a video possibly? Oh, she would hate that. She would. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you guys for the laughs.
Thank
See
you.
guys.